Hi guys, welcome. We are here with X-Pol US. I'm so excited. My name is Jacqueline Valdez. How are you guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hi guys. So I'm here with X-Pol US. My name is Jacqueline Valdez. Hi. Follow me on Instagram, Elegant Jacqueline. I'm so excited for today's guest. I'm so happy that you guys are here. Hi. Thank you for all the love. So we have a special guest today, Skating Queen Derby, Miss Danielle Hawkins. I see her. Yay. Hi guys. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So excited.
Hey!
Hi. How are you, beautiful?
Eating as always.
Nice. So welcome guys, welcome to X-Pol US. I'm so excited to be here. I'm your host, Jacqueline Valdez. Follow me on Instagram, Elegant Jacqueline. And we have a special guest. We're doing an interview first and then tune in into her live after this where she's going to teach a class. Woo! So excited. So tune into that. So we have Miss Danielle Hawkins. You are actress, skater, dancer, model, pole dancer, writer, and you are also known as the Skating Queen Derby. Woo!
That was a mouthful.
You have so many talents. I love it.
And you can tell I got bored as a kid easy.
Let's
try this.
I love it. So, I don't know, there's a little bit of an echo. I don't know if it's on your side or if it's Instagram or if it's on my side or what's going on.
I don't know, because I don't hear it. Could just the acoustics in my room echo very well, but I'm not hearing an echo, and I have nothing else on.
We are in surround sound, guys. All right, so let us know a little bit about how you got started in the journey with your skating and pole dancing.
Well, I've been skating my entire life. As long as I've been walking, I've been skating.
Nice.
Pole, I started in 2016. I was just going through some stuff and needed like a really aggressive outlet, and a friend was like, "Go take a pole class."
Nice.
Like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, and it was like, this is actually kind of cool.
Very.
And then I guess the instructor at that time had asked me to do like a few privates because I guess she said that I was picking up quick. And I was like, well, again, it just kind of makes sense. Some of the gymnastics and, I've always been a nerd. So after that, after a couple of privates, I was kind of hooked, and 9 months later, I was in my first competition and won.
Wow.
But skating and pole coming together, it literally, for me, I was in my living room because I bought a pole before I really started training.
Okay.
It's like, well, I'm not going to wait on everyone else's time. Sometimes I'm impulsive. I'm a Leo.
I love it.
But I was in my house, and I looked at the pole, and I looked at my skates, and I said, why not? I got hardwood floors. Hopefully I don't die.
I love it.
I was like, oh, it works. But dear God, this is heavy.
Yes, I love it. Wow. Yeah, because I've had people that have reached out when they heard that I was doing the interview with you, and they were like, oh my gosh, I want to do that.
Yeah, it's fun. It's totally different because it adds more weight, and there's a lot of change that you have to get used to.
Yes,
but it's really fun. Like two total foreign different things separate from each other to like make them work.
Yeah, it looks awesome. And is there any tips that you would give people that wanted to try skating and doing pole together?
Learn how to do them separately first.
Okay.
Don't just go, you know what? I've never skated. I've never pulled. We're just going to do two birds with one stone. No, that's an even quicker way to end up in the hospital because they are two totally different things, and to combine two things that actually have opposite foundations.
True.
You can't just go, hey,
Yeah.
because that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. So do you do like for the pole stuff more core work, and then for the skating more like ankle strengthening and cardio?
You got to do all of it for all of it.
Okay.
Skating is insane cardio. It's actually one of the best sports
Nice.
for it's one of the heart healthiest sports because it's complete cardio, but it's very head to toe. When you actually train with someone, with a skate instructor or a coach that is foundation based.
Okay.
Oh, that's a whole different world. I'm a foundation based instructor, so a lot of people, once they come to me, they're like, oh, I don't need a gym membership after this. Agreed. You won't.
Yeah.
You won't. I got you. You'll be fine.
You got them. You got them. Is there a tip that you would give someone who's wanting to get on skates?
Research the type of skate that you want and quality.
Nice.
Understand that if you want a good skate that's going to do well amongst skating and then pull a lot of wear and tear, you have to invest in your product. You have to invest in your equipment.
Nice.
Because the thing is, if it's a good skate, I still have a pair of skates I have skates that are 20 years old.
Wow.
But it's the quality.
Yeah.
I mean, there's upkeep and things like that. I might switch out different parts, bearings, wheels. Yeah. Do different things. But if you spend the money on the quality, you can get anywhere from 5 to 20 years out of some skates, depending on what you get.
Wow. And you have some online lessons too, right? With doing the skating and the bowling?
Yes, I have tutorials on Cleo's website, on Cleo's Rock and Pole. Okay. That's where the polar skating tutorials are. Nice. I do teach skate lessons and then pole lessons privately on Zoom or, in person when you can be around people. Everybody's skating outdoors right now because out here in California, every rink is closed.
Wow. Yeah. And it's so gorgeous out now. So I guess it's a really good opportunity to enjoy the outdoors.
Yeah, because we're going to be, weather out here stays summer-ish. Uh-huh. Oh, it's going to be warm probably all the way through October. It's triple digits today.
Ooh, that's hot.
Yeah, we have a heat wave weekend. Yeah. It's going to be triple digits all weekend, which is why I'm inside because I originally was like, I'll put up the X pole in the back and, we'll just make it scenic and pretty. And then the weatherman said, you'll be inside. And I said, okay.
Oh, no. Yeah, because X pole has awesome stages to pole dance on, so yeah.
And they go everywhere.
Yeah, the class that you're doing at 12:30 for X Pole US, what is that? What does that entail?
Well, I figured since this is a polar skating interview, we can do a little polar skating class and we can I'll answer some questions and stuff about product and whatnot and equipment in the beginning and show, because I have 16 pairs of skates. Again, I'm a little they all have a purpose, okay?
Right.
Don't judge me.
They all have a purpose.
Yes, but I can show, like, okay, so this is what we would do. This is knowing what type of equipment to bring to the studio. Asking ahead of time what type of floors are in that studio, because all of that stuff surface is extremely important. And you don't want to set yourself up for failure. Because, we protect the Picasso at all times, right?
Yes. I love that. And I love how you are giving such great tips on how everything is really important.
Well, safety is first. Yes. That is my main concern because, as anybody in the pole world knows, there's a million ways to get injured, but there's a million ways to protect yourself from that. So if you're going to combine two different disciplines, then yes, you need to have all of your safety knowledge on both.
Yes, I love that. Do you have some future things coming up for you?
That I can talk about legally.
Okay. So we can hear it first here.
Legally, I can't speak on some things, but I personally am working on a few projects that I am fighting to incorporate a lot more pole and skating individually, and then at some point combine the two, but it's just having, enough people proficient enough to do so. But I mean, any studios that want to incorporate something like this at their studio to try, owners, reach out. I have no problem training you to train, to start training your studio and create a program. But you got to know it. I mean, I have to caution you, it's information heavy. It is information heavy, but
that's good.
Pole is information heavy.
Yeah.
And I'm just somebody that I would prefer to have all my knowledge first. Like, I'm a risk taker, but I'm calculated.
Prepared. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I love that.
She's always thinking. She's always thinking.
I love that. Has COVID affected you and your business?
COVID's like,
yeah.
I want to fight COVID. Put it that way. Like, me and COVID can go right outside in the street and handle this, because
it's not fun.
In the entertainment industry,
yeah,
baby.
If you act too,
everything stopped.
Yeah.
And when I say everything,
yeah,
everything, and there is no, we pick right back up.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
And because, it's an entire new process.
Yeah.
And with the rules and the regulations and everything that has to happen because of COVID, that is costly.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So your budget that used to go to bigger productions and more talent and this and that, you don't really have that anymore, because that's now paying for somebody walking around every hour with things doing this to your forehead.
Oh my
or gosh. Literally people are walking around with like 6-8 feet long sticks going, you're not close, you're too close. Like,
oh my gosh.
And it costs, like, it's just, it's a lot. It's not even just, there's so much that goes into it. It's literally like, honestly, it feels like I completely started over.
Wow. So how are you keeping yourself centered during this whole period of time?
Chips.
I love it.
Chips. My favorite snacks.
Snacks are good. Snacks are good.
Snacks are off. French fries.
French fries are good. I love it.
I mean, honestly, it's day to day.
Yeah.
It is day to day.
Yeah.
One day, I mean, I can feel great for 2 weeks, and then one day feel the pressure of the world. And
that's so true.
Because especially out here in California, which is one of the most, if not the most expensive state to live in, like, not just rent.
Right.
Everything here is high priced.
Wow. How many days a week do you pole dance?
No, it depends on the mood. It really depends. You know what, I probably should say every day. I have 4 poles.
Okay, nice.
Obsessive. Told you. I have this thing for multiples. I'm always like, yeah, but what if I run out of, I don't know how you run out of poles.
Right.
But
you might. You never know.
In my head, I was like, I know what it was the first time. That's when X-Pole switched the base attachment.
Yes.
For the poles to where you could just turn the knob instead of using the hex key. So I was like, cool, I'll get one of those. Buy just the bottom. That makes no sense. Get a whole new pole.
Yes,
the top is smaller too. I'm gonna find a reason to justify certain things.
I love it. I have lots of shoes too. And I have a few poles too.
We're not gonna talk about shoes because I'm not gonna tell on myself that much. But
I
because
love
I
it.
have one pole in one room and I have one in the living room,
Uh-huh.
there is not a moment that I like a day that doesn't go by that I just don't randomly walk in, fling around something. And I'm sure my dog is always like,
Cute. What are you doing, Mom?
yeah, she's over me. She's completely over me. Random going from dishes, and then all of a sudden, here comes a pole combo. I rolled around on the floor, ran into her bed, and she's like,
Mom. That's so cute.
she's done with me.
Adorable. Is there one exercise that you do every day that you would recommend people to keep their core in good shape or keep their core tight?
I do train a lot with ankle weights on.
Okay.
Because it will prepare you for the weight of the skates.
Yeah. Smart.
Just make sure you find the ones that weigh the same, because different skates do have different weights. And if
I was gonna ask you, how much do skates weigh?
it honestly depends. Like, it depends on your equipment.
Okay.
It's rare that I'll get a full setup and keep it like that. I usually get a setup and pull it apart and put different parts there so the weight changes.
Okay.
But it just depends. It can go anywhere from like 5 to 10 pounds.
Wow. Okay.
And that's a lot. So
that's a lot.
So training with my ankle weights is one thing, but keeping your groin stretched and strengthened is huge. Huge, huge. There is a lot of groin in skating that a lot of people don't realize until they're like, there's a part down there that's a little sore.
Yeah. Well,
From skating.
There's videos of you in the splits, in the skates, and you're doing some straddles and you're doing some pretty crazy, cool stuff.
The weight of the skates help.
Oh.
If you think of being in a jade split and you're pulling down and you're pulling down and you're pulling down. Right. If you've got an extra 3 or 4 pounds on your foot, it's going to help lock it into place. So when you pull it over, you've got that weight lock in.
Nice.
So it's learning how to use the weight of it
yes.
to your benefit and not let it control you. Because you can definitely invert and swing those legs around. And if you don't have that groin strength to control it, when those legs plop down,
that can be a little scary. Inverting in skates. What is that feeling like?
Like a pendulum.
Okay.
A weighted pendulum.
A weighted pendulum.
That you have to be able to control. So there's a lot of leg lifts and fan kicks that happen repetitively before you flip over and go for it, because you don't want to flip and then keep going because you weren't able to stop.
Yeah, not good. Not good. And I love that it's so physics-based, and it's so strategic, and it's really about safety and thoughtful training.
Yes, very much so. Not just I saw it, because I know we've all been in the situations where we've been in a class, and before the instructors finish saying what they're doing, there's somebody like, oh yeah!
Yes.
Like, no. I caution you to listen, process it. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. I'm gonna checks and balances. Take the steps. Step 1, step 2, step 3. There is nothing wrong with going slow.
I love that you say that. I have so much respect for that, because it's so nice to just enjoy the journey, and you don't have to go from 1 to 100 so fast.
You miss a lot of the connective thread when you do that, and then you end up having to backtrack anyway. So just take each step as it comes, self-check, because then for you, to me, when you go slower, you actually have more victories, because every small step is a victory towards the bigger picture.
Yes.
You process more, you turn more into muscle memory, you internalize more, and that way your arsenal becomes so much stronger.
Wow. I love that. Yeah, those are really good tips, for sure.
Slow it down, girls. Slow it down.
Slow it down. You heard it here.
I mean, because think about this. If you're ever given a show, or you've seen a show where somebody's performed for you, the slower you go, the more mental pictures you can take.
Yeah.
It's a lot prettier and more appreciated if someone's taking their time and you can see the journey and see the lines and all of that, as opposed to something.
Yes.
And you're like,
that is just crazy. What's going on?
so what was that?
Yeah. Yeah.
It looks nuts. Feels crazy too.
Yeah. And you feel more emotion and you feel more powerful and see more connection when it's slower.
And you save your energy.
Yes.
Cheat code. Write that down. You can breathe. If you forgot something, you can be like, woo, woo. I have no idea, but why I touched this arm? Oh, that's what it was. Okay, here we go. Come on, cheat code. Use all of it. Yes. Catch your breath. Head roll, pose, and look at him real quick while you breathe. This is that God shows about me real quick.
Yes. I love that. So for the class that they're doing, do people need to have skates for the class, or can they do it without skates today?
You know, today is kind of going to be a little free-for-all. If you've got skates, great. If not, I can always explain it in a way that you'll understand, because honestly, when I teach skate lessons, sometimes I have my clients take their skates off and do it outside, and then I'm like, now do that in your skates. Yeah, but... just do it in your skates, and then they do it. And they're like, oh, so it's the same thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing.
Mm-hmm. I'm not making it a big deal because I don't want you to freak out and make it a big deal. Same thing.
Right. And you do handstands in your skates, right? You do stuff on the wall?
I pray first, but yes.
Yeah.
I pray first so that these ligaments don't let me down.
Yeah. I love that.
I don't see it. Just comes from random, like, again, I was that child, like, I'm bored. I wonder if I can hang from that.
I love it. Yeah, I was going to say, what's your inspiration?
If you don't use it, you lose it.
Ah, that's a good one. Very true. I'm a huge believer in moving.
Mm-hmm. A lot of people use their age as an excuse, or time progressing as an excuse, or, you know, I'm just...
No.
No, I've always had a ton of energy. Yeah. I've always loved learning.
Nice.
And that's something that will never leave, because I'm an inquisitive person. I love puzzles and like word problems and to solve things. Yeah. So just learning has always been something in life. You never stop learning, because things never stop changing.
I love that. Yeah. It's so important.
You have to adjust. Yeah, you have to adjust. You have to grow. You have to compromise. Yes. And understand that it's never going to be just about you. We're all one part in this huge wheel of everything, that we have a purpose that helps make everything else go round. So just
that's true.
Smile and do your part. Like, you gotta work.
I love it. What do you want to be remembered for?
I don't know if anybody's ever asked me that. One of my big things is I love to make people laugh. Laugh and think. God, I'm so black or white. Like, I hate gray areas and middle ground. But, like, life already is difficult enough.
Yes.
On its own.
Yes, for sure.
Us humans tend to not make it easier.
Yeah.
With all of that happening and so much that is out of our control, the parts that I can control, laughter is such a big form of medicine in so many ways that it's just one of the best things that I can give to people, and it doesn't necessarily cost me anything other than like care and concern and time, which I think are worth spending. Yeah. To keep putting good energy out there.
I love that.
And within that, I hope to constantly keep people thinking. Yeah. Whether it's thinking about learning more, or thinking about how you can then turn around and do something. I love, one of my big morals is pay it forward. Pay it forward. love that idea.
Love it.
When somebody does something out of nowhere, whether it's out of nowhere or whatever,
Yeah.
you know how good you felt. Why would you not want to make somebody else feel like that, especially unexpected, especially when they need it? Like,
Yeah.
those are just things that are really important. So it makes you think, what can I do? How can I be better? What can I change?
Oh, I love that.
There's just so much that needs to change right now, and everybody's like, well, you should. Yeah, but what can you do yourself?
Amen. Yes.
If everybody's working on themselves, you don't have time to constantly be focused on what somebody else isn't doing up to your standards.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh, do you see the whole industry changing? And what do you think about with it being in lockdown now? Competitions and even accepting skating in competitions. What's your viewpoint on that?
I do see, from where I'm sitting, I'm seeing more acceptance, or people starting to take a step back and reprocess what they thought.
Yeah.
Especially in the form of, there are more people in pole now that know how to explain and express it.
Yes.
In a way that reads inviting and informative across genres and races and ages and everything, just across multiple platforms.
Yeah.
So now that we have more people in there from so many different walks of life, like the people that I first trained with, one I joke with all the time about being a rocket scientist, but technically that's what she is.
Wow.
And then like private nurses and lawyers and marketing and PR, and these are women that you're like, you do what? Oh, you do that? Yeah. Oh, wow.
All sorts of walks of life.
All sorts of walks of life. So they're competing, and their families are coming out. I mean, two of my training partners when I first started, one, I think Linda Hilton, amazing woman. Linda had to be in her 50s.
Wow.
And Mary Carroll, I think, had just hit her 60s. And I'm looking at them like, you want me to do that?
Nice.
Today?
Yeah.
But you then go, well, if they can do it.
Yeah.
And so inviting. Oh, this is sweetheart. This is how you, and it.
Yeah, so inspiring, welcoming.
Yes. So if we could all just take some of that, and that's been one really great thing about pole for me, the welcoming, the inviting, the bond of not just a sisterhood, because there's so many different people in pole, like so many different guys. And I mean, from guys that were in the circus, Chinese pole, to the aerial, to hammock, you're just like, this is amazing. And it makes you want to do so much. I just feel like a little black bird in the air.
I love it. That's such a beautiful picture.
I just little black bird in the air flying, y'all.
I love it.
And I mean, pole is you against you.
Yeah, very true. And I love that, because you should not compare yourself to other people. When you're dancing, you should just enjoy the moment and challenge your own self.
Exactly. It's your expression. I can't tell your story for you. You can't tell my story for me. I can't express it the way you would, because I didn't experience it the way you did. Yeah. So why would I compare and be like, I need to dance like that? No, I don't. I don't know what she went through. She don't know what she might be expressing complete joy right now. Meanwhile, I'm over here trying to dance out a bad breakup. Like it just doesn't work like that.
Yeah. Was there anything else that you wanted to tell the viewers?
Go get your skates and practice so we can pole together.
Yes. So she has her class coming up, guys. So go ahead and tune back in. Get your skates, get yourself ready, and yay! I'm so excited. Thank you so much for today's interview.
Thank you.
You have lots of fans tuning in and friends and supporters. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Nice to meet you.
You too.
Thank you, love. Bye.
Bye.
Guys. And don't forget, tune in. X-Pole TV has some lessons that you can learn from the best.
Tune in.
Bye.